Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have not watched this movie of Clinton Joshua and Sonia UCHE as well as MIWA Efrune, please kindly go rush very fast to UCHENNA MBUNABO TV and watch this lovely movie. I'll put that link in the description box, but please, before we go any further, kindly subscribe to this channel, African Movie Reviews, like, comment, and tell me, what do you think about this movie? Did you enjoy the movie like me? It's called the movie is called shoot your shoot. My question is, if you are the one and you have your best friend you live with, would you shoot your opposite friend? Tell me and let me know what do you think about that, because Ogechi, who happens to be a rich young girl who has everything, her shoot to Tony, who happens to be a friend to Daisy. They are workmates, they are friends, and they work together as well as live together. So Ogechi decided to shoot her shoot to Tony, and Tony fall into it. Tony fall in love with Ogechi, and they decided to take the thing out on another level, beside being her personal photographer or personal friend. And they continued from there. This was the best thing. Tony thought it would help him to improve on his career, but along the way, Tony was not in love with Ogechi. She did not have Ogechi. So sometimes in life we fall in love with people who don't love us, and sometimes in life we might find ourselves shooting our shoot on the wrong people, but doesn't mean that you should not shoot your shoot. Don't die in silence, my dear sister. Daisy died in silence because she could not shoot her shoot to Tony, yet they lived together, they stayed together, they had a lot of common things together, but they did not shoot their shoot. And as well as Tony also had the feelings to Daisy, but he could not shoot his shoot. He rather died in silence. Reason being, I don't blame the two, because most of the times the people who are best friends, when they fall together in love with each other, the friendship tend to die. The friendship tend to die, and even the way they used to do things tend to change. So that's why most people, they fear to shoot their shoot, to emphasize their love to the people they love, because of that fear, and they die in silence. So along the way, when Tony was fearing to shoot his shoot and fall in love with Ngechi, and the cousin of Tony came in, who happens to be Martin, and Martin also shoot his shoot to Daisy, and decided to tell Daisy what he feels about him. This hurt Tony, because he was having feeling for Daisy, so he could not shoot his shoot, as well as Ogechi also, as well as as well as Daisy also felt jealousy over Ogechi and Tony's relationship. So the two were dying in silence of jealousy of each other, but they could not shoot their shoot. Martin tried so much to see that Daisy fall in love with him, despite that Tony was not always at home and he was always with Ogechi, but all in vain, because sometimes the heart wants what it wants. Trust me, the heart wants what it wants. Even if you fall in, if someone comes and tells you so much sweet words about what you are thinking, trust me, you can never get out of someone if you love that person. This is the same thing that Ogechi, Daisy and Tony could not let each other to separate, but they had to do it. Especially Tony had to do it because Tony felt that if he goes with Ogechi, maybe the feelings for Daisy will die. My dear, no. running away from your shadow is not the best decision you can do. And trust me, you cannot run away. You cannot run far from your shadow. No, always your shadow will follow you. Let's agree that life is not all about what we want or what we think. We have to give everything an example, or we have to give everything time to manifest. Ogechi's shoot was so much area. Yeah, so like Ogechi was so quick to shoot her shot, because for her, he felt like this is the right person to be with. And even the pressure of her mom would get down for her to find a husband after seeing Tony. And I'm glad that we all need parents like Ogechi's mother supporting your child in whatever she does, as long as it doesn't break the law. So along the way, this movie, you find that I found out, like, when you love someone, even when you force it to go away, you cannot. Even if you try so much to let it out of your brain, you cannot. It's better you go in with something. We go in and tell the person, let it out, so that you can ease your tension around you. So if Ogechi and if Daisy and Tony did not try out their luck about themselves and they spoke out, maybe the two will die in silence. Tony will have been in a relationship where his heart is not there. When his heart is not there, and there's another thing, he would have been so sad in a relationship which he's not feeling happy. Same applies to Daisy. Daisy would have fallen in love with Martin, but it wouldn't have worked. This is why we find ourselves that we do things otherwise to revenge, but we find ourselves not being happy and end up losing both sides. It's better you shoot your shot. Despite that Ogechi's shoot did not work and Martin's shoot did not work, doesn't mean that you should not shoot your shot, my dear. If you have someone you feel, and these days, I don't know, these days there's a life, how singles or how youth are taking things these days. The Gen Z generation, a woman strikes in, or if she feels like she's interested with a man, they no longer fear that a man should shoot first. No, for them they shoot their shot. They let it out. So, and in this movie, I found out that sometimes we need to be open, and we need to find out, or to search our hearts if we truly mean what we are saying. Because when you had Ogechi's confession to Tony, she's saying that she was also in love with she fell for Tony because she wanted her mother to get out of her. Yeah? But along the way, she fell in love with Tony, which it hurts that along the way you wanted to do something just to remove something, but you find yourself falling in love. Another thing, that Ogechi was too much on the boy, on Tony, that Tony, you cannot separate people who have been together for long, because for you are insecure. It's better you sit down and talk about it than making these people separate. You cannot separate two hearts which have been together. They have never hurt themselves. They have never failed themselves, which means they will need to be together forever and ever. So guys, this movie is called Shoot Your Shot. It's a nice movie at UCHENNA MBUNABO TV. Please go and watch this movie. If you have not watched this movie, if you just come across this video, go and watch the movie and tell me what you think. Do you think that Ogechi was right? Do you think that Tony and Daisy, they were right to shoot their shot at the same time to fall in love with each other from friendship to another level? Or you think it's awkward for your friend to be in love with him, because most of the time friendship always die. Workmates, they tend to not to work. That's why people, they don't want to fall in love with each other. I love you guys. Subscribe to my channel. Let's meet in a new video.